Hello people, welcome to the channel CrustG-G, where today we're going to be adding more to the TV and movie mass multiverse web, where I connect a bunch of TV shows and movies to the same shared multiverse through canon crossovers and different cameos and fictional brands and stuff. We're going to go back down to where we left off last time with... I'm going to delete this. Young Frankenstein, because it is meant to be a sequel of sorts of the original Frankenstein movie. But we're gonna be adding it from like the latest sequel before this one. So that would be Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, which I think is supposed to be Meet Frankenstein's Monster technically, but whatever. From 1948. Zoom it over. Hey, don't do that. Okay. That's in 0. Control copy, because there's going to be a lot more of that. Hey. So I have a little more in my notes for this one, real quick. Young Frankenstein follows the grandson of Victor Frankenstein from the original film. The grandson's name is Frederick Frankenstein, and this is one of the sequels of the original Frankenstein film. Let's see, move out. I'll start doing a staircase. Hold up. Can you not? There. Then before Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein came House of Frankenstein, as a sequel from 1944. It also included other Universal monsters, like Dracula and the Wolfman, which I will be adding later on. Alright. Before that came Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. You'll see which movie I connected the Wolfman to later. But you can probably tell right now. (1943). Alright. Then before that is The Ghost of Frankenstein. Didn't realize there were ghosts in this thing. 1942. Excuse me. Up next, or before, is Son of Frankenstein from 1939. Now, is this the son of Frankenstein or the son of Frankenstein's monster? Anyways, then there's Bride of Frankenstein from 1935. I was just wondering if I should put the at the beginning because it does there, but when I was looking at the stuff online, it didn't have that. Road. $1935. And then, before that came the original Frankenstein from 1931. Okay, then the Munsters is actually technically a part of this, and is added somewhere else on the web. I guess they're made by the same studios, and I think his name is Herman Munster, was made by the same Frankenstein as Frankenstein's monster. So, anyways, back down by Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, we're adding the Wolfman from 1941. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman is also a sequel to the Wolfman. Put it out this way. $1941. It doesn't need to be out that far. Moving on, back to House of Frankenstein. We have Son of Dracula. It's just because it was the most recent Dracula movie, and Dracula from the Dracula series appears in House of Frankenstein. This was the latest movie before House of Frankenstein. Yeah, that's what I just said. We'll go up. Say here. From 1943. I'm also gonna do that. Copy. Good. Okay, down here we are. Nope. This way. Go up higher. Okay. Then before Son of Dracula came Dracula's Daughter from 1936. And then, right before that came the original 1931 Dracula. Well, not the original, I think this is just the English version. But, you know what I mean. Okay, now back down to the Son of Dracula. Or Son of Dracula, not the Son. Anyways. We've got House of Dracula from 1945. Okay. After House of Dracula, there is Billy the Kid versus Dracula, a sequel slash spin-off. I think this is meant to be the same Dracula as in the other movies. This is according to the Tommy Westfall wiki, so if you don't agree, please take it up with them. But honestly, I've put on less, more with less information, I guess. Less, I don't know what they're even trying to say. $1966. Okay. Now, after that comes another kind of sequel. I think it is considered a sequel. In Nocturna, Granddaughter of Dracula. I didn't know the secondary title was Granddaughter of Dracula. I'm just like, okay, I guess some random movie called Nocturna is here, because it didn't say on the wiki. But, yeah. From 1979, the same Dracula appears in this movie, obviously, because Granddaughter of Dracula. '79. Now this video might go on long, actually, because there are more connections that I found that I didn't... I just kept going to notes. After that, there is one last movie that came out in 2023 that is considered to be in the same canon. That is Renfield from, I said 2023 already. It's intended to be in the same continuity because of reprised roles and archive footage from the other films. Or at least the first one. I almost X'd out of that. Why am I doing that? Hold on. Hey, no, stop that. I'll bring this over here, actually. Back over to Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Because that connects to The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man Returns because that's the most recent movie that came out. When this one came out, from 1940. The Invisible Man appears in this movie alongside Frankenstein's monster, obviously, and the Wolfman and Dracula, as in Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Out this way. $1940. Copy. This way. Okay. Then we're gonna go back for one to add the original, The Invisible Man. I should have added the in the copy. Oh well. Excuse me. I really should. 1933. Then there were other sequels. Up next came The Invisible Woman from 1933. What? Hold on. 1940, not 33. I was looking at The Invisible Man. Ugh. $1940. Then after that came Invisible Agent from 1942. After Invisible Agent came The Invisible Man's Revenge from 1951. And lastly, in the Invisible Man series is Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man, 1951. Alright, now we're going over to the one that started it all, I think. Dracula. There's more connections here. Starting with What We Do in the Shadows, the 2019 series, I believe. Guillermo Nador's familiar in What We Do in the Shadows. In the What We Do in the Shadows episode, Ancestry, discovers that Guillermo is a descendant of Abraham Van Helsing from Dracula. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it go this way. I'll staircase it again if I need to. Nope. Copy. 2019. Come on! You serious? Jeez. Okay. Then What We Do in the Shadows spun off from What We Do in the Shadows from 2014. Excuse me. Oh. The series was spun off from the movie. Okay. Actually... no. So go over here. What We Do in the Shadows also spun off another thing called Wellington Paranormal from 2018. Anyways, 2014, What We Do in the Shadows has a couple more connections, starting with The Babadook from 2014, because in the What We Do in the Shadows episode Ghosts, it is mentioned that Babadooks from this movie, from The Babadook, are real. Alright, then... Wow, I have a lot of space up there. Still off of What We Do in the Shadows, this one specifically, we have the movie Seven from 1995. The same event of... Hold on. The same event of two men having a boring conversation and one puking on the other is mentioned in both, but from opposite perspectives. So one is from the man doing the puking, and one is from the one being puked on. It's a pretty clever connection, I think. It's unique, at least. Excuse me. What are you doing? Okay. Seven has a couple more connections. Starting with Alligator from 1980. The fictional National Probe publication appears in both, in Alligator first. You know what? It's actually not Seven that has a lot of connections. It's Alligator. And it's not that many, really, but I don't need Seven to be branched that far out. $19.80. Then Alligator had a sequel, Alligator 2: The Mutation, from 1991. And the last connection to Alligator is I Love Your Work from 2003 through the fictional National Probe. Alright, we're in the final stretch here. Okay. We're going back over to the Dracula series. Over here to Billy the Kid versus Dracula. Billy the Kid versus Dracula connects to Buffalo Bill Jr. from 1955 because the actor Chuck Courtney reprises his role as the real-life outlaw Billy the Kid. (1955). I thought something looked different. I was wrong. Jeez, that's a lot of space. Now, Buffalo Bill Jr. also connects to... What am I doing? Geronimo from 1939 because Chief Thundercloud played Geronimo in both. Then the same connection happens in I Killed Geronimo, where Chief Thundercloud also played Geronimo here. Okay, now off of Geronimo, another connection, that's to Union Pacific from 1939. Joseph Crehan, or Crayon, or however you pronounce that, it's C-R-E-H-A-N, played Ulysses S. Grant in both, and in quite a few more. That's the most of the other connections I have left. (1939). Is it this way? It is. Excuse you. Thank you. Okay. Union Pacific also connects to Colorado from 1940 because Joseph Crahan, I'm going to pronounce it that way this whole time, played Ulysses S. Grant in both. Hold on, what? Okay, I thought it was... I thought it was over. $19.40. Then we have They Died with Their Boots On from 1941 because Joseph Crahan, however, played Ulysses S. Grant in this one too. Next, we have The Adventures of Mark Twain from 1944 because Joseph Crayon played Ulysses S. Grant in both again. $19.44. Next up, we have Silver River to Union Pacific through the same guy playing Ulysses S. Grant. Again. $19.48. Then we have Red Desert to Union Pacific through the same Ulysses S. Grant. $19.49. Now the last one through Joseph Crayon as Ulysses S. Grant is San Antonio something, however you pronounce this, from 1953. Now the last one for the video, I actually don't know if this connects to more, so I'll put it further up also, is one that I couldn't find a good picture for. That is Cavalcade of America from 1952, because Richard Hale played Abraham Lincoln in both. This one and Cavalcade of America. 1952. Nope. This way. Alright. And I'm gonna leave this video here. We are right over here. Anyways. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go and leave a like on the video. If you didn't, there's another button for that. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, be notified whenever I upload. If I missed anything, or if I added something you think I shouldn't have, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate the help. But until next time, hope you have a nice day. Bye.